Hi, and welcome to another Las Vegas Advisor Weekly Update. It's Anthony and Andrew, and today is September 8th. Now, Anthony, the Main Street casino that we've been talking about is finally open.
Yeah, it opened today,
Wow.
6 a.m. They opened the doors. I haven't been down there yet. I don't know what the crowds were like. Haven't seen any news things. I'll bet there were a bunch of people lined up.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's kind of a locals' favorite. So that's everything downtown. Every single casino downtown is now reopened.
Amazing. And maybe we'll do one of our walkthroughs and podcasts at the
I'm not sure how much there is to see there. I mean, they've only got two restaurants, the buffet and the brew pub.
Mm-hmm.
The buffet is news. We'll talk about that next. But we'll see. We'll go down there and take a look. It's sort of a favorite for video poker, and we're going to talk about a big video poker hit in a couple of minutes here, too.
Yeah, so everything's open downtown, and the Main Street buffet is serving breakfast and dinner, I believe.
Breakfast and dinner. I guess brunch. Brunch and dinner. Price points $18.99 and $27.99 for dinner.
All right, and how does that stack up against other buffets in town?
It's it's kind of in the middle. I mean, it's a pretty decent value price point because the price of everything's going up. It's now $75 for the Bacchanal dinner at Caesar's Palace. 75. I mean, that's a heck of a good buffet, but $75, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So, most of the buffets are in the $20 range, kind of like this one is. But, I mean, you and I have been saying forever, nothing stacks up against SouthPoint.
Well, and you were at SouthPoint this morning doing an interview for CBS.
Yeah.
What were you guys talking about?
Well, we were talking about buffets.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's going to be the CBS morning show. I think they're going to... They're going to run it in October, they said at some point. But they wanted to talk about buffets in Las Vegas. And the question was, are buffets finished? Are they done? And, I said,
No.
They might not. No, they're not. It's obvious. We've got 11 buffets going here.
Yeah.
But the prices are higher. They're not the value that they used to be. The casinos are trying to drag more money out of everybody by making them pay more. And a lot of them may not come back. So whereas we had close to 60 buffets before the pandemic, who knows? We're at 11 now. I think we're going to double that, and I think we're going to probably hit a bump there at about 20 to 25.
Wow.
But what do we keep saying? It's not even close in terms of value. I looked at that SouthPoint buffet again today. I walked it and looked at it before the interview. It's just great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're carving. They've got they've got ham. They got pork belly. They got sausages. I mean, they got all kinds of breakfast, every kind of egg preparation. They have a Mexican station. Like I said, carving pork belly. For breakfast, and then it's unlimited Bloody Marys. How are you going to beat
go
that?
wrong.
$9.95.
Yeah.
When you show your club card, $9.95.
Yeah.
And I got to say, SouthPoint continues to do it the way people expect it to be done in Vegas.
That's right. And if you need a good snack, we can always count on before 5 o'clock p.m. that $1.25 hot dog at the SouthPoint.
I got to admit,
awesome.
I did that. When it was done, they asked me if I wanted to eat lunch, and I said, no, I got too much to do, and I bought a hot dog for $1.25. It was
Hilarious.
Great. It was great.
Okay, so also in other news, now there's been a very big video poker hit out of the Cosmopolitan. Can you tell us a little bit about how that happened?
Yeah, it was a $1 million video poker win.
Okay.
And the reason that this is kind of, any kind of $1 million win is noteworthy, but this was not on what's called a wide area progressive. All right, a wide area progressive is something like Megabucks, where a bunch of machines are linked together, and you have a progressive meter on the Royal Flush that goes up, and up, and that's how people hit the $1 million jackpots.
Interesting.
This was a non-progressive machine that someone was able to hit, and they were playing $25 a hand, and they were able to make $1 million on one hit.
Well, so $25 a hand, but I think you said it was a 10 play?
10 play.
So how does that, so it's $250.
They're playing $250 a line, $12.50 a spin. And
Wow.
the game is triple-double bonus.
Okay.
So triple-double bonus is a game with, it's like double bonus or double-double, but it's like bonus on steroids. It's not double bonus, a double-double, it's triple-double.
So does that mean that somebody hit a Royal Flush?
No, you would think that, but because of the game, triple-double bonus, the 4 aces with the kicker pays the same as a Royal Flush.
Okay.
So this player got 4 aces with a kicker dealt on the bottom line. So 4,000 times at the $25 game is $100,000 per line.
Wow.
And there were
Times
10 lines. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a $1 million hit off of 4 of a kind with a kicker.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Now, if you're going to play a game where you get 4 of a kind with a kicker and it pays out equal to a Royal Flush, what are you giving up?
What you're giving up is on the way to getting there.
Yeah.
We mentioned earlier it's $1,250 a spin, and they pay on the like the two pair and the lower combinations, they pay less. So what we call the drain is much greater, meaning you're losing money very, very quickly and rapidly.
Right.
Now this person got the big, the big
Big
bonanza, man.
Yeah.
They got the big one.
Yeah.
But if they hadn't hit that, they're losing at a very, very fast pace, and they could go through tens of thousands of dollars pretty quickly playing on that game at that level.
Sure. So for video poker players that are just getting started out, I think you like to recommend bonus poker.
Yeah, well, in most places where you play, we've talked about this before, if you're just playing for, regular quarters, 50 cents, dollars, whatever, you usually want that drain to keep that drain down. And most people want to play for the big hit on double bonus and double and things like that, triple double. But I usually recommend that you play bonus poker, which usually has the best payoffs, and the drain is much less. By the way, it was just announced right around that time that Cosmopolitan is up for sale. I don't know if it had anything to do with that $1 million hit. I don't think so. But asking price for the Cosmo is $5 billion. $5 billion with a B.
Wow. Okay, so that's a lot of royal flushes.
Yeah.
I don't mean to shift gears, Anthony, and go off topic, but I believe you hit a royal flush pretty recently.
Yeah, actually I did. It was like really exciting. It was 25 center. It was it was just I was hanging around just playing after work.
Okay.
And popped one. So
all right. So I'll have to get a picture of that. We'll pop it in here.
Yeah.
And for those that are keeping track, this is Anthony's second royal flush of the year.
It's a little more than that.
Oh, really?
A few more. It's the second one we've talked about on there.
Oh, it's the second one that I know about. Okay.
Yeah, I don't tell Andrew everything.
Okay. And now we're going to do a Survivor update. This is the CIRCA Survivor competition. Where are we at with that? Last week we spent quite a bit of time talking about how there were only about 2,000 people signed up with 6,000 entries possible.
Yeah, they needed 6,000 to break even. We talked about this at length. If you want to see what it's about, look at last week's update. We had a bit of combativeness on our discussion board afterwards with people going, oh, this is misleading or deceiving because they're absolutely going to hit that mark of 6,000 entries. And, I defended it. I said, no, it looks like they're not going to. And that's why we brought it up. Anytime that it's undersubscribed, you've got a good play for a tournament. It's a $1,000 entry fee, but they're giving away more than they took in. Well, as of right now, they're still under 3,000. And there's about 4 days to go.
Okay, so at 4 days to go, it doesn't look like they're going to...
I don't think they're going to make it. And it's going to be, I think that there will be a rush in.
Yes.
So they've had, since last week, they've had 1,000 more come in. They need more than 3,000. I think they'll get maybe 1,500 to a couple thousand more. Okay. So it's still a good deal. It's still a good play.
Okay, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Again, the deadline for this is September 11th.
I believe so. I think you got to sign up by either by Saturday or early Sunday morning. Okay. But again, look at last week's video. I think we put the information on that.
Yeah, all the information is on last week's video. Also, we were accused of taking money to talk about this, which is absolutely not true. We don't get paid to do any of this stuff.
No, not yet anyway.
Not yet on this show. So the CIRCA contest aside, football starts tomorrow.
Football starts tomorrow, Thursday night game.
Yeah.
That's the NFL. No more preseason. We're back to regular. Tampa Bay against Dallas. Tampa Bay 8-point favorites.
All right, and maybe a quick note on masks, Anthony. What can we expect this weekend?
You know what? No change. Like we've been saying the past few, masks are expected. Masks are mandatory in all the casinos, in all businesses, grocery stores, everything else. You're expected to wear them, but it's quite relaxed, to be honest. Again, I was at SOUTHPOINT today. There were a lot of people in there eating. Everybody had their masks off. When they got up to go get food, they put them back on. Nobody was yelling at anybody. We still have to wear them in Vegas, but it's not as oppressive as it has been in the past. That's
right. And I just got back from LA. You do not need a vaccination card as a requirement to enter any casino.
No, still no vax proof required yet. That's starting, as we mentioned last week, that's starting to happen with some of the shows and things. So you need to call ahead on those. But to get into a casino right now, nope, you just have to have a mask. And then once you get in, once you're seated anywhere, you can pretty much take it off.
Terrific. All right, well, you've heard it here. That's it for this week, and we'll see you next week.